Now, as far as changes, man, with the Denver Nuggets, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't know if they're obviously, one could argue that with the firing of Mike Malone, they just didn't. I think the strategies were a little bit different. The rotations were slightly different. And obviously the voice was a little bit different as well, too. But I was kind of impressed with what the assistant coach did. It seems like the players listened to him, took in everything they said. I mean, to kind of be tossed into the fire and go 7 games against the Clippers and 7 games against Oklahoma City says a lot. And like we said, who knows what that outcome would have been like if they had MPJ healthy with his shoulder and obviously the hamstring injury that was suffered by Aaron Gordon, things would have kind of been different as well too. Um, but as far as changes, man, they give me that Tim Duncan big three with Ginobili and Tony Parker feel where you have your big three. And I know everyone thinks they know who the big three is, but at least to me, their big three to me is Jokic, Jamal Murray, and Aaron Gordon. I think those are the centerpieces for that team. So you keep that three tandem intact, and then you continue to kind of mix and match, like I said, how the Spurs did as well too. Obviously, they never been the same ever since they lost Bruce Brown, ever since they lost Jeff Green as well too. Um, so that's one of the biggest things as well too. But with what I saw from Russell Westbrook this offseason, I mean this postseason run, and even for the regular season for them, and knowing he played on a veteran minimum, I'm definitely doing everything in my power to bring him back as well too. I love the yearly progressions that I'm also seeing from Christian Brown as well too. Um, and I think right now, like just looking at their roster, I gotta pull it up right now as well too. Young talent, like I said, I like Braun. Um, if I was them, I'd probably try to truly have a concrete plan for Julian Strawther as well too. I think that's someone that can definitely improve and take some of that pressure off of Jamal Murray, and then we can even see a nice backcourt lineup with them both on the floor as well too. So I think they could further develop him. Like I said, I think Christian Braun is definitely on the rise of improving marginally each year as well too. Bring Russell Westbrook back, and Joker plays a lot of minutes, man. I mean, he's in his prime. He's an MVP for a reason, but I think a solid backup big would do them wonders, in my opinion. Um, I'm not quite, I don't like to give up on people like that, but Peyton Watson, he's looking like a Cam Reddish to me. But it all comes down to mindset, on what you want to do. And if the team's willing to believe in you as well, too, they drafted you or traded for you for a reason. So maybe they look to, find a diamond in the rough in this year's draft. And then the biggest person that I wanted to kind of talk about was probably Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. obviously was not healthy, um, but at the same time, he kind of went out the same way last year, in that closeout game against the Minnesota Timberwolves as well too. So I think with his contract, man, you may have to look at shipping him as well too. He's a sniper. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's just like outside of your shooting, you're not the best perimeter defender. You can't really guard bigger players or guards. And you haven't really showed, maybe I'm tripping, but it doesn't look like he showed any improvements from an offensive standpoint in utilizing the pick and roll or beating his man off of his dribble or working in the post as well too. He moves well without the basketball. He's a great catch and shoot specialist as well too. But man, he's making a lot of money right now. A lot of money. So if they wanted to improve, man, I think a marginal improvement, I would have to look at the contract and see how it lines up. But going into next season, he's making $38 million. If you can throw in some future draft picks and let's say get Cam Johnson from the Brooklyn Nets, that's a game changer right there. So, and he had a career year as well too. So look at him to be moved on to another team as well too. But Denver, keep your core intact. Your coach got a little bit of experience under his belt. He can implement some things that he wants going into the next season as well too. If you tinker a little bit of things, I think you guys, especially with how the league's going with no more super teams, and like I said, I don't really see any more teams of any caliber, two-peating or having dynasties or anything like that. Especially with Joker being in his prime, they definitely have a shot. Like I said, they won 7 games and injuries literally changed the outcome of that series. So